Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now this is just a little stream. It's the easiest way to do it. Just going to talk through the daily stuff that I check when I get up in the morning, basically, or in the afternoon, whenever I get round to it. 1 minute. Dave. This So, first off is checking the emails. So, I'm going to bring a tab in from over here from Chrome. Now, emails. Again, this can be hit and miss depending on what we've got to answer. If we've got anything to answer, it's very hit and miss. Obviously, to what we've got to do. So, presuming everything's fine there, I normally will check Google AdSense as well to see how the website's been doing. So we have today, yesterday, last 7 days, this month, last 28 days, because they're different apparently. And then that's our balance. Now, to be clear, this is just for the website. YouTube come under a different category there. Check the website for updates. Just find myself in here. Normally there'll be a little red symbol there. Just update it in here. Basically, have that running. So, and make sure the website's up and running. And like I say, make sure there's nothing in the back end that we have to address. So we've got a few stats down here and what have you. The website is very hit and miss. Just depends what we've posted on there and what have you. 1 minute. Yeah. So, sorry about that, I had to take a phone call. So yeah, website just shows the back end of stuff. I'd take some of this in a pinch of salt. I'd probably guess that some of this is bots. To be honest. But always working on the website to try and improve things and add more stuff in it and make it better. But it's not really my skill. I think I've lost my skills with this channel, to be honest. But hey ho. So then we can fire over onto our favourite channel, YouTube, our main channel. So obviously this is our homepage for the studio. So normal first is if we release something, see how it's doing. Head over into analytics, and then from here we can see views, watch time, how many subscribers we got, and the estimated revenue. This is in 28 days. Now the main stat I really come here for is the revenue, because from the revenue we can work out where we're standing for the month. Our goal every month is £60. That's it, just £60. The minimum that Google will pay out at. Give me a second. Yeah, the minimum that Google will pay out at. So that's our main aim every time. Now we know that if we're about halfway through the 15th, 16th and we've got 30 quid, we're on target. However, you can see this month, 25th we're on today, and May ongoing is 39.82. So we know from that we're not quite there. At about this time of the month, I'd be looking at that to be about 55, nearly 60 quid. So you see we've taken quite a drop from April once again. We're back down to like pre-February, January levels, which is a shame. This is how we're making the money. So watch paid ads at the moment, £29, £20 and 6p from memberships, and 15p from shorts. That's always going to be low. We're not a massive short family. We're not a massive short channel, so that's just a bonus basically. This then is how the content is performing over the last 28 days. So these are the main videos. So at the moment, week 6 of 7 of 104, storage place and the plan part 2. That's currently this month made £2.91. CPC, this is always in this list. It's pretty good for actually sitting in this list. £2.82. This one, 34A, for some reason that one is typically in the list as well. And then we can see more if we go to here, and we can see how it's doing. So you'll see on a Pacific day, so in April, £3 odd from that. I imagine that's when it was released. Ignore this figure, that's the RPM for it, and yeah, as you can see the numbers don't tally, but we go all the way down to videos that make us 10p, 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 9p, 9p, and yeah, so there's a lot in the analytics to what actually drives us on here. Obviously shorts 4p, look at that, half a pence in that video. Lives, for some reason this rail route one is always there as well at 58p. Don't know why, just is. And obviously Machinke's there at the moment because that's what I've been doing each night, so that's what's been earning the money from there. You see, this is the graph for over the last 28 days, so this is how it bounces about. it'll shoot up if we've had a membership as well. So the other thing is, from here we can see watch page ads in the last 28 days is £28. £2.97 has come from people becoming members. Shorts is crap. Membership's 58p, so someone became a member from a live stream, and 28p in watch page ads. Audience wise, I look at this about once a month. It's not major to be having a look into, really. It's just one of them things that's worth it sometimes to have a look into. So videos growing your audience, it's over, let's just scrap it. Now that video did immensely well for our channel. I'll show you that in a moment. That got us a lot of views back. This format thing is, it's a load of shite, to be honest. As well as when your viewers are on YouTube, of course most are on in the evening, which is why we pushed the release time back to Wednesday at 4, because you'll see here no one's really on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in the morning. Does beg the question whether it's worth switching our release date to a Saturday or Sunday. So we may look at doing that. This is, now a lot of people will misread this stat, and you've got to be careful how you read it. So watch time from subscribers. So currently 81.1% of people are not subscribed to the channel that are watching. Now that translates to new viewers. So once you're in their watch history, more videos will get recommended and so on. So if you've got more people subscribed watching your channel than not subscribed, you ain't growing your audience. So ideal world, you probably want that about 50-50. But having a massive amount not subscribed doesn't make too much of a difference. You just know that a lot of new people are watching. Obviously we only produce videos in English, although we've been invited to join the YouTube dub, so they will automatically dub into different languages. So I want to see what that's like. But United Kingdom, I doubt Iraq. I imagine that's going to be a spoof. Philippines, doubt it. Ireland, possibly. United States, possibly. And then you've got like Myanmar, Burma. Oh, we won't have. We're definitely not going to be big in Burma. Subtitles, whether they're male or female. So again, most of our audience male. And the age ranges that we go to. So we're in the age range of where we are pretty much. So 25 to 34. We spread out between 18 to 24 and 25 to 34. So that's sort of the age range of videos that we're aiming for then, really. If you go off the graph, is 18 to 44. But obviously we do have some older people watching. Device type, I think that's a pointless stat in a way. It depends on what you're doing, how big you need to make things to be seen, because obviously something on a computer screen is quite big, whereas if you're trying to watch it on your little phone device, it's not as big. But over half of our audience watch on a TV, which is strange, but hey ho. So we'll come back to that. It's over, let's scrap it shortly. Content, this is something they keep changing and it's annoying. But new viewers, so we've got, in all of this is the last 28 days, 2,500 new viewers, 1,800 returning, and 26 subscribers from that. Shorts, we don't, like I said, we don't post. We forget about that stat pretty much. We occasionally post a short. We've been doing it a lot more recently to promote the weekly's video, which does seem to be having an effect. Live streams, again, that's going to be up at the moment because I'm doing a hell of a lot more of them. Views, obviously, we got 11.4 thousand out of videos, 3 point from shorts, and 349 out of lives. This stream is going to add another 7 so far to that amount. How much content we've published, as you can see, we've done a lot more live streams, so you'd expect that number to be a lot bigger. It's not, just because the lack of people that watch them. Viewers across formats, so this is why we don't really do the shorts. 83% of people don't bother with the shorts. Only 10% of people both watch the videos and the shorts. Videos and lives, only 5%. 7% watch both of the shorts and lives. So videos are our main content source. So yeah, this I don't really get. I keep trying to get it, but no, I don't get it. But YouTube recommending your content 44.4% of the time. Oh, they've actually made this a bit easier to understand. Recommended on a home page, so that's that when you first load up YouTube, 31%. 13% on a watch page, that's why you're watching a video. And viewers seeking your content over, so I'm presuming that's search, 55%. So we need to work on like the recommendations out. Traffic sources, obviously people browsing features, so people searching it. YouTube search, short feeds. External links we don't do anymore. Playlists. So it's a slow game, but it's coming together. And then back to the overview. Trends we don't go in because it's just what's trending. We don't do the trend. We just do what we can do at a time. If I've just published a video, this is quite handy. So this shows what is actually being viewed. So the last 48 hours, got 212 views on that. This is in order. Last 60 minutes, we can see what's currently being watched, and this refreshes every minute. I think it is. So that just shows us what is actually being watched. So once I've finished messing about in there, it's over to the community. Check mentions, very rarely anything in there. It always comes up with comments I haven't responded to. So, but as you can see, these are all old. Do response with new replies, so we'll have a look to see if anyone has got a reply that needs answering. As you can see, pretty much not. Just answer that. And then they've changed this. Published, held. So held is comments that YouTube might pick up as slightly on the edge. So they may be offensive or whatever. They'll go in there. Then we'll fire over to earn. So this is how we actually earn the money. Memberships, we'll have a check in there. Don't worry, you won't see anything other than the members' names in here. So just see how it's progressing, and that's pretty much it here. Giving, we don't give, we just take. Not in that way, that's like a charity sort of thing. But for me, you can see revenue went up 4%, members went down 7%, members gained, we haven't gained anyone, so it's down 100%, and cancellations are down 100%. So they cancel each other out, basically, them two. The stuff is steady, which is what we want. Well, that's YouTube pretty much all taken care of, we'll head over to Patreon. Go into my creator account. Make sure this is dead easy, this one. Just make sure there's no notifications. And obviously on the first we just go to payout and do the payout. As you see, Patreon has gone down, and we actually now make more out of YouTube than we do out of Patreon. But again, this takes reading. So Patreon, it's £14 a month, YouTube £20 a month, but that I believe is before YouTube have taken their cut. Naughty naughty. And that's about it. We'll also do the shop, make sure everything's okay in the shop. Everything's fine. We've got nothing going on in there because no one's buying anything in that sense. Just so you know why I'm here, the shop is here. We do ensure the shop is running, but it is here. We've got quite a bit for sale. We've got a load of models. We've got 48 models in there at the moment, and I do have more to add. We've got a few ticket machines still and a few spares at the moment. Miscellaneous is we've got our 3D printed key rings, which they're the only ones we do, but we can do pretty much any one that you want, so you can always get in contact with us about that. Mancbuses digital is our posters, which I am slowly adding on, but it takes time to add them on. So these are the digital downloaded versions, so they can do as a wallpaper or etc. They're only £3. That's it. These one frame ones are £10, but I've not done all the pictures for them to put them out yet, so just not got round to them. It's something that is slow going. If you are going on the shop and you encounter any problems whatsoever, just fly over an email. The emails get checked regularly throughout the day, so if there is a problem, send it across and we can look into it. And that's pretty much it for things to check. I mean, we do have I can't is it on, am I logged in on this profile? I'm not. Just give me a second while because my personal stuff's open on this other one over here. Just drag this across. The other thing to check is obviously Meteor. And make sure we've got no comments. We have a comment. Let's have a look. On Adrian, to be honest, it won't get repaired. I don't know. It's not in our hands now, but hopefully it will. So this is the same. Monetization is normally the first one I go to. Make sure, see what we're making. This is over 7 days, so we're up 4.1000% at the moment. That's just because I'm doing stuff. Have a look in performance. We have the weekly goals, which we try and do. Just see how it's all going, basically. Make sure there's nothing jumping out that we need to deal with. Anything that's been blocked or stuff like that, and that's about it really. There's nothing much more really to say about it because it's just the Irish transport videos. Well, Jordan, hello, how are you? Yeah, so there's not much more really to do with these because it's just a case of ensuring everything is running. We do have a shop. That's the old shop. That will take us over to this one, which the models are on as well, so you can get them off here as well if you wanted to. We just cross-reference across. Irish Tran, ever thought about making a video with the Wigan Bus Preservation Group? They have an interesting collection. I know they do. I believe this year for Newton Willows they are using one of their vehicles to do it, because obviously ours is still off the road. So no doubt at some point I will actually get to meet them and do a video with them. It's something that I need to discuss. I do contact the owner or one of the people that run it, so yeah, it is possible. Oh, the other thing I check is Discord now, because I've been pushing Discord a bit more again. I'll make sure there's nothing in here. Nope, there's no chat. I'll just have a look to see what is there. Basically, I'm looking at preserving a Volvo B10M. Any tips? It's tricky. The Volvos tend to rock quite a bit, but again, excuse me, it all depends who it's been with, how it's been looked after, and everything like that. So it's just one of them. It's tricky. So I'm looking the photos. I've not been in here for a while, so we've got, that's outside the Museum of Transport. That's a B10M. That would have been fleet number 974. Yep, there you go, 2974, because back in the day they used to use the last 3 digits of their registration plate as their fleet number. 19470 there in GM buses. Looking quite good with the others. Not too sure on that though. That looks a bit of a mess, but hell. It's previously only done temporary repairs on it, and it used to be on private hires whilst in preservation. Its current owner says it's MOT prepped. It's had new steering, drag link, but yeah, it doesn't sound too bad. See if he'll put it through an MOT for you. That's how you then know how bad it is. We've got a bit from OMSE. It's in Belgium. Museum of Transport. More bus stops, Trafford Centre. Also had a new turbo. The vehicle has no V5. There's no V5 on the vehicle. Ah, well. Step into our world, my man. You need to know why there's no V5. Because we got told the same with the Dart, and it turned out it had been scrapped. So you can get a V5 off the DVLA, but it's normally a bit tricky. So they won't be able to MOT it without the V5, I don't believe. Or they may come up with a reason why they can't. Normally if they can't, it means it's not valid, so it's not there. It's the airport, town, it's not turd. That's gonna be America. That looks Indiana University. Looks really nice, that, actually. Not too sure about your name though. Asian Love Magnet. But yeah, we have all sorts. There's a picture on it. It was the owner of Dodds of Troom in Ayrshire. They actually took care of their buses, to be honest. You need to know where that V5 is. Oh look, there's us. On the Halifax running day. Owned. Yeah, you just got to know where it's sort of come from, and where that V5 is, because that can be a deal. It's not a deal clincher, but you need to know why it's not got one. Ours didn't have one. They'd said it was lost, but in actual fact it didn't exist because it was scrapped. What have they done to that dashboard? God, you can tell I don't come in here that often. Might be a nice Trident, but they've... Oh... That they've gone for... It stood since 2020. Apparently the previous owner put a new plate on it before selling it, as the current owner said he wanted it only for its engine, but he fixed it up and tried to resell it. It stood since 2022. It's a tricky one. If they only wanted it for the engine, there's a good chance it's actually got a scrap title. Have you checked the MOT history of it and seen when it last actually had an MOT? And when it was last taxed? But that dash is hideous. It's D15. More trains. That was us heading to Bury. I can't remember why we were heading to... Oh, well, I put it to pick up railway sleepers. The reg is on a... See... But the original reg that they've put on it should still correspond with the vehicle, because they should have re-registered it to the registration plate that it's got on, which will be its original reg. So although they should have notified the DVLA that the reg they've took off it's gone on a different vehicle, and the original reg for the vehicle, or the new reg for the DVLA, whichever they've done, has been put onto the vehicle. Sounds a bit dodgy, to be honest. Yeah, sounds a little bit dodgy. There's my Octurd in work. I like the dual doors though. It's a Scania. Deep cleaned. You can deep clean a bus as much as you want. It looks exactly the same after 5 minutes. Doesn't it? Yeah, it does sound a little bit. What reg have you got for the vehicle? Well, it's on the last of its type, so it's worth saving. Do you know what the original registration plate was of the vehicle? I'm getting ready to join the B network. Woo! What a up that was. We're going back to like before the B network here. The vehicle still has its original plate on it, DAS 1550. So does that plate link to a Jaguar? Because that's obviously a private plate. That's also a private plate. URZ 1819. They're both private plates. You got me at it now. This stream was meant to be admin. You got me doing other things now. So URZ 1819. It's a Volvo in green, so that could be it. That's it. So they have re-registered it to a different private plate, which is the Uniform Romeo Zulu 1819, because that's your vehicle. It's showing up the same as it did for ours, which is Sawn, and it last had a logbook, so that'll be when they put that reg on it, more than likely. So the MOT history should be linked over to it. Which it is. So it was last on the road in 2021. But it doesn't give any details. So that is, so what they've done by the looks of it is they've swapped the plates back over. Northern Ireland plates, yeah. Well, yeah. So they've swapped the plates over, but not put the new plates on the vehicle. But that second reg does link to what appears to be a Volvo bus, because a B10 is 9.6 litres. It's heavy oil, diesel, 94's right, it's Sawn. So they have had a logbook for it. So there should be a logbook somewhere for it. It could be a bit dodgy, but the chances are you can get a logbook for it. That's a bit smoky. And then that'll be fine. But anyway, for now I'm gonna go, and I'll be back later on, probably with a bit of gaming. As this video has gone slightly off topic. But yeah, good luck with that. I'd do your research, and before parting with any cash. There is a bus that says tits. Okay. So yeah, do your research. See how. Like I say, there should be a book for it. Do you know how? Yeah, well, once you've bought it, you'll have to contact the DVLA or whoever it is over in Northern Ireland and request a logbook for, as it's been lost. The chances are, you say you're the new owner of it, you'll have to provide pictures of the vehicle, the VIN plate, the engine plate, and what have you, and then they'll tell you what they want. A picture of the vehicle as well, and then they will go behind the scenes, marry things up, and hopefully it all adds up, and then they'll issue you a logbook for the vehicle. And that's the way to do it, unfortunately. There's no way to do it to find out until you got it. The easiest way is to get those who have it now to get a logbook for it, because they have the vehicle in front of them, and that's the easiest way for them to do it, because they are also the new owners. You're not trying to change any details on the logbook. They can just issue them a brand new logbook, and then when you buy it, you can just transfer the logbook ownership over to you, which is far easier. So yeah, it's best I've got. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back on later, probably about 7ish, 6, 7ish, maybe half 7, something like that, I don't know. And we will have further chats then. Thank you for watching. Not a problem.